Hey, it's Mari. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel today. I'm going to be creating a layout with the Pink Paislee Moonstruck collection, and this is a collection that I fell in love with the first time I saw it, and I did pick up some of the collection, quite a bit of it actually, at a couple of online stores. So I'm just going to be working with this fairly neutral pattern paper as my background, and I've just sized it down about 1/4 of an inch all the way around, and I'm going to just put that down to some basil textured white cardstock, and then I'm just going to build my layer on top of that base. So I really love these photographs of Bailey to work with this collection, because a lot of the background colors in these photos and the colors of her dress and so on go very nicely with a Moonstruck collection. And so I was really inspired to do a layout using some of these photos because of that. So I'm just showing you there the 6x6 pad, and I am going to use 2 of those 6x6 papers as the photo mats, and I actually don't size them down. I use them in their full size, and I took one of the cut aparts from the cut apart sheet in the collection, and it says I love you to the moon and back. And this collection really does have obviously a moon theme to it, being called Moonstruck, and kind of celestial clouds and all that kind of stuff. And I decided that I wanted to use a doily on this layout too, just because the doilies obviously are so delicate and pretty, and I just thought that it just goes nicely with all of the little different bits and pieces to this layout, and then with the fairly formal photograph, right, of Bailey here. So I'm just trying to work on placing the papers. I want to be able to see the butterflies on that dark blue paper as well, because there is going to be a bit of a butterfly theme going on here. The die cuts for the collection are so gorgeous, and there's just some really pretty butterflies and florals and so on. And then there's some word sentiments in there too, like that word timeless with the gold foil. That little ticket die cut is from the die cut pack as well. So I just wanted to create a cluster at the corner of the photo using some of those die cuts. And I also went into my silhouette files and cut out some of these really pretty floral pieces, and I just cut them in a few different sizes, and then I decided to just use 2 of them. And I just really love the way that the silhouette cut files cut with my Cameo. I don't know, I struggle, and I'm not really sure why, to make all of the cut files from all of the different sources to work properly with my Cameo, and I need to learn why that's happening. But anyways, the ones that come right from the silhouette store seem to work better for me. So I used those 2 florals, and then I also used this really pretty gold foil dot vellum paper behind there as a layer behind. I just really like the way that the gold shines nicely on this layout, and I just feel like it's delicate again, and it just goes nicely with the whole theme of the layout. I also used one of those little cork butterflies from the collection that has the little gold fleck in it, and I created this little tab. I traced a little tab that I had in my stash on some of the patterned paper and cut it out and created a tab with this. So I really like how that looked. It's just a little bit of an extra added detail to the layout, and you'll be able to see where I end up layering that as I go along here. So I used a few little things from Felicity Jane here too. I think, at least I end up using a stamp, I think, from Felicity Jane. So we'll just see what happens here. I kind of forget. Now I did go into my stash and I got some of the gold string, and I'm going to just wind this around. I really like that extra texture. It's just a little bit of an extra detail, and I like how it looked on here, once again with a gold theme. So there's a little bit of gold throughout the different bits and pieces here on the layout. So I just will enjoy that look of the gold. And I don't know how this voiceover is going. I've been alone this weekend. My husband and my son went back into our cabin back in the forest for the weekend, and they're back there quadding, and actually they're hunting. And I'm alone. I've been alone here for a couple days, and I haven't like talked to people for 2 days. So if I'm not making any sense on this voiceover, I do apologize. I took my little typewriter and I just typed a little sentiment on here, and it says, and then God created butterflies to remind us that change is a beautiful thing. And of course, these are Bailey's grad pictures. So, time of change for her at this time in her life. And, you know, definitely looking back here over the last few years, things have really changed for her. That is definitely the truth. I took one of those little tags from Felicity Jane, and I just stamped one of the Felicity Jane sentiments on it that says, "Hey, beautiful." And I'm going to tie that all in with that gold ribbon. I thought about adding a couple of these larger rub-ons from the collection, but I ended up just picking a couple of little stars, gold stars off of there, and rubbing them on. And you'll see me just add those to that Project Life card, or that cut apart that is just to the right of the photo. And I thought that cut apart sheet just looked really plain at this point, but I do end up adding, like I said, those rub-ons. I end up adding some gold splatters and also some gold stitching onto the layout as well, just to kind of jazz it up a little bit. If you're leery about buying rub-ons because you're not really sure if what the quality is going to be like, I will definitely vouch for the quality of these rub-ons with this collection. They went on very nicely. I didn't have to spend a whole lot of time doing any work to get them to stick down. And although I did just use a couple of really tiny ones on here, they did just go down very nicely. So don't worry, these ones are really great quality. I was really happy with how they went down onto that cut apart there. And so you can see that I did, if I haven't mentioned this already, I did just staple that little label tab, or that file tab up at the top. And I did put a little gold sticker on there that says "Hello, Lovely." And you'll be able to see some of those details at the end here. So I'm just going to slow the video down and show you what I did after I just added some gold splatters. I added some gold stitching, and I also added a few gold sequins on there, and a little navy blue puffy heart that's also from the Felicity Jane Emmeline collection or kit. And I'm just showing you that there. So, hey, this is done. I'm all finished, and I hope you enjoyed this. And I definitely recommend the Moonstruck collection from Pink Paislee. It is, if it's your style, it's absolutely gorgeous. So thanks so much for stopping by, guys, and I'll see you another time. Bye-bye.